Audio audit. Let's talk about music. It's right there. You know what we listen to. The Queen Bee. Beyonce dropped Renaissance. Highly anticipated album. I don't think she released the album in like 7 years or something like that. But anyway, let's focus on this project. Renaissance was an hour, 2 minutes long as hell, 16 tracks. Outside of my 30 to 45 minute range that I prefer. But anyway, it's Queen Bee. So we listen to it. The single she got on there currently on the radio, Power 96.5 WQHH Lansing, Break My Soul. All across the nation, we probably all listening to that. All right, cool. You got that. But out of the other 16 songs, as somebody who doesn't listen to Beyonce at all, I listen to the same singles that's on the radio as anybody. I'm not about to pop in a Beyonce album as soon as it happens, just casually because I want to. But doing this review, I listen to it. So it's hard for me to say what I really like because she doesn't make songs for me. I'm not her demographic. So it's hard for me to say that. But just trying to be objective and just think, there was 2 songs that I like. Church Girl was a song that I like, and another song called Move. So this album was categorized in pop. I looked for it in R&B because Beyonce is generally, or starting off initially, an R&B artist. Now, this is a pop album. Just as surprising as Drake's latest album, Honestly Nevermind, was a dance album, even though you found it in hip-hop initially. So this is them kind of going off the scales from what they usually do. So I feel like it's even harder for me to judge a Beyonce project when this isn't traditionally what she does. But like I said, feelings aside, I listen to it. If you are a Beyonce fan and you are an active dancer, you like to move a lot, dance, make up choreography, this might be up your lane. I think this might be up your lane. To the casual Beyonce fan that was probably expecting an R&B album, I don't think they're going to like it. I think some of the reviews are actually saying that right now. They don't necessarily like it. That's like the Drake fan who expects hip-hop or R&B and then got a dance album. You're probably thinking, what the hell also? But with that being said, it's like the 2 biggest artists, Drake and Beyonce, with them making pop and dance albums, something that's non-traditional from urban music, are we going to see a shift in urban music from urban artists or all artists in general? These are 2 of the biggest artists, not just in urban music, but in music, period. And they're both making pop and dance records or albums, projects. Are we going to see more of this from all our artists? Was this just a one summer thing? Is it going to be a continuous thing? I don't know. I think this is artists just playing around with different stuff. My girlfriend recently said she thinks this is artists having no more things to talk about. They're running out of things to talk about. She said, I think Lil Wayne ran out of stuff to talk about. I'm like, he just snapped on Lotto's Sunshine. Wayne is still Wayne. I don't think they run out of stuff to talk about. You can say the same thing. You can say it a bunch of different ways for the most part. But anyway, I don't think this is them running out of things to talk about. I think this is them running out of, not necessarily running out of ideas in the urban genre, but just wanting to go outside of the box and just go wherever their mind and creativity takes them. I can see that as a creative myself. So the 2, Church Girl, which was, that was a play on words because I thought that was about to be like a holy sing. No, it was one of them ratchet clap your ass songs. Just talking about how church girls are usually some of the thottiest girls out there in the church at least. But just to touch on this album again real quick, let's talk about Kelis, the artist who did Milkshake. She's coming at Beyonce hard because she said Beyonce sampled her song Milkshake without her permission. Now I don't know if you heard it because I sure as hell didn't hear it. It's in the song Energy. She uses what do they call it? They call it a man, I forgot what it's called, but like they don't really use the song. They use like an idea of the song or like a small snippet of the song. And like you can still determine, like the artist probably still knows the song or some other people, but for the most part, I didn't even notice it. Or maybe I just didn't listen hard enough, but I didn't even notice it. But the point is, Kelis is pissed. She's saying, you stole this song, you didn't contact me, and we got mutual friends, for real. Talking about he wrote the song and he didn't write none of my songs, so now that's debatable. Listen, this is what I want to say in regards to that. You also have another artist, Kevin Aviance. He's an artist. He made a song called The C Word that rhymes with punt. But anyway, He says Beyonce sampled his song and her song Pure Honey. But his reaction was he was happy. He was happy and honored that Beyonce was keeping the song alive. He said, Beyonce did not contact me either. I was just happy when I heard it, when she did it, because it's keeping the song flowing. So I'm like, it's all about perspective. Kelis is mad, and she said they got mutual friends, and she didn't get paid. She didn't even get a phone call. But then you got another artist who said Beyonce did the same thing. He don't even care. He's just happy that Beyonce did the honors. So we think Beyonce is really stealing songs and samples, or is she paying homage? Technically, if you're paying homage, does that mean you got to reach out to somebody? I would think so. If you're paying homage to somebody, because you don't know how that person is going to take it. Clearly, because you see how Kelis is taking it. But you got another person that's actually feeling like Beyonce's. So is Kelis being ungrateful, or is Beyonce being disrespectful? I don't know if Beyonce, I would say that, I wouldn't say Beyonce's being disrespectful, but I feel like if you actually know Kelis, you could have at least contacted her. Even if she doesn't own the rights to the song, didn't do the songwriting, and you didn't even have to clear it with her in order to get permission to use it, I would have still at least reached out to the original artist. So I wouldn't call that disrespectful, but it's close to it. It's not disrespectful. It ain't that, not to me at least. But Kelis, I ain't gonna say she's being ungrateful, because I don't think too many people actually know there was a Milkshake sample in there. Not until you brought it up, at least. Maybe some music heads would, but I wouldn't say she's being ungrateful either. But if your name was ringing from this without you even making your rant, you should be at least grateful that your name is ringing from this. That's what I was saying in that regards. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think about Beyonce's album, Renaissance. Think about any of those songs, or if you think about Beyonce stealing actual people's songs and samples, you think she's actually doing it? Let's go ahead and switch up the topics.